Greetings everybody, welcome back to the channel. Do remember to check out the other videos that are available. Alright, so on the agenda this time, I want to talk about some of these unreliable workmen slash contractors. But I'm going to focus on the ones I describe as the one-man contractors. Now these one-man contractors, as I call them, normally work alone, but sometimes they might have apprentice with them. Now within this category, I'm going to include plumbers, electricians, and general builders. And what I'm going to say about them is based on experiences I have in Kingston, in St. Catherine, in St. Mary, plus other things where other people tell me about what them experience with some of these contractors. So one of the things is that some of these contractors, they seem to always or most of the time overpromise and underdeliver. Overpromise in terms of saying them can do this job or them can finish it in this particular time, or them are going to charge you less than what somebody else would have charged you. But then when them finish, or even sometimes during the work in progress, when you check on them or you inquire about certain things, you realize them are not really professionals. Them are what you consider to be jack of all trades but masters of none. Some of them give you shoddy workmanship, them cut corners, some of them underestimate the material what them are going to want, some of them overestimate, and then them tell us you have to go pay this extra money, or you have to go buy this again, or this way you buy something different you need. But them not willing to take responsibility for them mistake. Yeah, some of them will tell us, alright, them will come start the work on this a particular date, or them will come at this particular time on the particular date there. You can't see them, or them not come at the time where them say them are going to come, and then when you call to find out what go on, at that time them are going to tell us, oh, this come up, and them would have to go do this instead. But there was no consideration for say, alright, I'm not going to be able to come in, or I'm not going to run late, but so I give you a call and tell us, alright, this is the situation. So some of the time if you don't call them, you don't know what happened. Now some of these contractors or workmen, sometimes them have several jobs or work with them I do at one time, and them now try to focus on one and finish it in a satisfactory manner and then move on to the next job. But because them chase the money now, what them try to do, I start each of the work them. So like them get you committed to them now. So you have to wait upon them. So they might put one of them apprentice or put a next man on one of the job them for go and do the little part there. And then them gone over there so go and do a next little thing. So at no point really you not get full dedication to your job. So you at for them mercy, at the mercy of for them time. And then because sometimes some of the things are my emergency, and you call them, you have to really wait upon them for make sure so them do whatever, cause as I say, emergency. Now me feel says some of these workmen, some of these so-called professionals, you go upon certain jobs, you're supposed to work with certain things. As far as me concerned, certain things you have to keep them with you at all times. So you're not supposed to go upon a job and you know say somebody call you and say, alright, this is my plumbing issue I have, or this is my electrical issue I have. You have your vehicle, well, just keep certain things with you at all times, man, because you can't lose none at all. But when you come now and you have to go, oh, you have to go left this or go buy this, or you have to go send me for go buy this or whatever, a waste of time. And I feel so past the stage where we have to wait for person for come in and say why you want this. And them already know, because some of the stuff them are standard things what you need. So before I go no further, let me stress again, and all contractors, as me specifically say, unreliable contractors and workmen, them may address another one here. Now some of them, when I give them the work, I say, alright, give me an estimate of what it go cost, or how much you go charge me, or what the damage for this. And some of them like use a little term where them say, I don't kill you, man, or me will deal with it for you properly. But sometimes when them consider for say them not kill you, when them tell you what it is, you wonder if it's like them want you to go commit suicide based on what them tell you. You know, I realize still, and this particular thing with people and pricing, and not just with contractors, but a lot of people I realize when them price some of them things, them seem to price it to get rich off of you. So them not think about later or tomorrow or whatever. Them want just get rich now. That's how me see it still for some of the pricing of certain things and of certain services in my experience. So one of the other things I notice as well, sometimes it seems like some contractors always have work and some contractors never have work yet, or them barely get by. You see some of them sometimes them tell us that nothing not go on. And this I mean like people may know sometimes, and you wonder how come that the man over there have so much work and that the man over there struggle. But sometimes it comes down to the work where you give to people, how you treat them in terms of pricing and them things. Because normally, if you do good workmanship, produce good workmanship, and people see that you're trustworthy and them can depend upon you, people more likely to recommend a service to other people. That's why I can there send me and see people that carry people from town or from out of other community to come do certain things for them. While certain people in our community are close by, them not get no work. So some of that me put down to the quality of the work where you give and just your general behavior. Me is a workman already, you know. Have one work at one place and have another work somewhere else, and have another work somewhere else. Them go this way in the morning, them left some of them tool, them left part of the work are gone, and them gone over the other workplace. And then come back at this workplace when a evening now time for them go home. So they must stretch out that the work, but they must make sure so they keep that the other work over this are gone. Me say workman, I tell client already say them never have no credits for call them. So that's why they never tell them say, oh, them not go come in or them are go reach in late. I don't feel that is a valid excuse. If you tell me that, I'm going to look on you differently if that are your excuse. And then they have some workman now when them come and them look for certain things, them always tend to criticize the person who did do something before or who did start something or whatever. Them say, oh, why this a person do this, or this no make no sense, or all them things. And then and as I said, these are things I see personally, experience personally. Different workmen come, and every workman come, them blame the man before, or say the man before never do the right thing, or why him do this or whatever. So I check it out and realize a lot of workmen and contractors, them not thorough. And it's worse if you not have no idea of what it is that them supposed to do. You're not going to know unless somebody else who have little knowledge about it come look and say, oh, this not do good, or this should have do the way, or whatever. And I can know so when them do their job in the first place, them never thorough cause if something not do good and you call them back and them come to hear them say, oh, this never do this away or I should have did do this or whatever. I may have that several times, experienced that several times where you have to call certain workman or contractor to come back come do certain things where them claim so them do it and them done. I'm gonna go back to the pricing aspect of it still because as I said, some of them sometimes them tell us say oh, them not kill you. And I not say a man if downgrade him work or nothing know him the value of him work and workmanship and them thing them. I not say that. If the work worth a certain amount, yeah man, by all means charge the correct amount. But why me know still say some of them really dishonest or them a go over what it's supposed to be because normally in a lot of situations me not just seek out the estimate from one person. So when you get quotation now from maybe 2 or 3 of them, you realize that some of them really go overboard because basically them a tell you whether 2 or 3 of them a tell you the same requirement them. But then when it come to the labor now, that's where you see the big disparity. Me hear about situation where a man give an estimate for your work and him say it will cost this amount. But then him say if me go get somebody to help me do it though, I have to go charge you this additional amount for do it. No, I not get that. I not get that none at all. If you come to me with that, again, I go look upon you different. Because if you are telling me so the work at this amount, but if you get somebody to help you, you go charge me this extra amount. I not tell you to get nobody else to help you. I ask you how much to do the work. And you tell me how much to do the work. So how other man come in now? I not get that part there. And some of them workman here again, the next thing is when them come and them make rubbish or mess up your place, them seem like them no want to clean it up. Them want to leave all of the work for you to do the cleaning up. Now I know some know where it go. Unless I have a specific agreement say you charge me a little less because me I go do the cleaning up myself, then me understand that. But when I expect if you come on my place or come on a job and leave a place in a state where you know want somebody to come do that at your place. Some of these workmen and contractors, them sometimes seem to take advantage or try to take advantage of females. Because in a for them mind, a lot of the times the female them not really familiar with exactly what it is that is to be done. So them will overcharge or them will come at the work when them feel like it. And all of them things, some of them will buy excess material and then go with that, or excess items, or even sometimes they might tell you to buy things where them know for a fact say you don't need that. So they might tell you to change out a particular part or change something somewhere. But really and truly, you don't need it. But as I said, because maybe, and this is not just a female, maybe the client or the customer are really familiar with certain things, so them agree to do it. So the biggest part for me in all of this is when it come on to pricing and when it come on to unreliability. Unreliability in terms of when you say you're going to complete the work. Unreliability in terms of when you say, all right, I'm going to company work at this time, or you're going to see me at this hour or this day and nothing. Or you have a little issue but no communication. For make me know say alright, or make the client know say alright, that's the problem at the moment. And then just unreliability in terms of the finished product. I feel so when people do good work, people normally tend to recommend them the people to them friends and to other acquaintances or people who might need a particular service. That's how me see it. So I just feel like say basically to me, in everything what you do, always do your best. Make your work speak for itself. Make people speak for you. Speak on behalf of you. So you build your clientele. So you build your reputation and your integrity. So some of them workmen here, them for stop take on work when them know so them can't do it. Or stop tell people so them can do this and them really have no idea what it is that them do. And then because you don't know what you do now, you are going to try subcontract work out to other people and want to charge the client way more than what them supposed to pay. If you're a good workman, once work out there, you're supposed to get work. Or people will talk about you. You don't need to deliver substandard work because you chase the little money. So I end it right here. Alright, everybody just take care.